A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel and welcome to this collective reading. Here I would be painting Lord Hanuman's picture, but at the same time it's a prayer for the collective because Lord Hanuman is someone who can release any demonic attacks, entities, any implants that are placed on people if you worship him or even if you make a prayer to him. He is one of the most powerful, and he is somebody who is like a protective cover. And what I have come across is that many people in the Twinflame journey and in the Star Seed Lightworker Ascension journey, they are usually attacked a lot by demonic entities. And there are lots of black magic spells that are also placed over them. And these hinder their progress and make their life kind of difficult. There are delays. Usually, I would like to say that there's nothing bad in any situation. Like even delays are okay, even challenges are okay, problems are okay. Everything is basically okay in a sense. But when you intuitively feel that it's time to get out of the delay and it's time to clear those spells and blocks, that's the time you should work on your solar plexus chakra. And to strengthen the solar plexus chakra and the mantra, if you don't have a master, if you don't have a proper guru who can give you that protection, that name, then you must call upon Lord Hanuman and ask him to help you out. Now, what is the message for this reading, for this collective reading? You need to protect yourself from dark entities. Now, all dark entities are also not bad. Once you understand why they are there, it's pretty much okay. But sometimes we go through this situation that these evil energies, they create a lot of havoc in people's lives. And during the ascension journey, you have reached that stage that you can actually decipher them and you can release them from your path. When we were younger, when all the people who are in the ascension journey were younger, at that point in time, they are not aware about why their family members, their parents especially, are going through all these challenges that have a big impact on the child's life also, which is your life also. That time also they were impacted by lots of dark entities, black or evil entities who were hindering their growth and progress, like creating problems in work, creating problems in marital bliss, in relationships. Like two people are sitting together having a good time and suddenly there will be issues which have no logic, no reasoning. Many a times you will also notice that a lot of fights are baseless, lots of fears and doubts are baseless, and still we waste a lot of time thinking about them. We waste a lot of time feeling bad, feeling unhappy. But actually, you should be feeling good about something at least. And that is going to happen with mind programming when you can control your mind. And you can control your mind and hormones with the help of healing the patterns and blocks within the chakra system. Our chakras are always working fine. They are in alignment, but we are out of alignment. When we go out of alignment, that's when most people face problems. That's why we need to meditate. That's why we need to do cleansing work. That's why we need to do healing work. And most importantly, things always get okay if your willpower is strong. Because these evil entities, they speak into our ears. We cannot hear them consciously, but they are subconsciously working. And they ride on to the blocks. They ride on to the negative patterns that stop us from growing. So if your relationship, if you as a person, you are attracting negativity in your relationship or problems or challenges or issues, then it could be because there are some of these entities that are basically damaging either your reputation or just your mood, the hormonal structure or the flow, all of those things get affected. So here I am starting a powerful invocation prayer to Lord Hanuman so that we can work on money blocks, relationships and psychic attacks. Let's get started. O Mahavir Hanuman, You are the remover of fear and destroyer of darkness. I humbly invoke your presence. By your divine strength, release and dissolving all negative entities, psychic attacks, implants, cords, vows, and energies that do not belong to my soul's original divine blueprint. By your Vajra like protection, surround my aura, body, mind, and spirit with an impenetrable shield of Ram Nam. Let no force driven by malice, manipulation, jealousy, or illusion have access to me on any plane or timeline. O Sankat Mochan, cleanse and heal my chakras, root to crown, remove all blockages formed through fear, trauma, survival, conditioning, or past life imprints. Restore the natural flow of prana and divine intelligence within me. Through your grace, heal my money and abundance blocks. Release scarcity consciousness, karmic debts, ancestral poverty wounds, and false beliefs that separate me from divine provision. Align me with rightful prosperity earned through dharma and service. O Anjaneya, heal my relationships, romantic, familial, and soul connections. Dissolve attachment, control, insecurity, abandonment, wounds, and karmic enlightenments. Replace them with clarity, honesty, respect, and soul aligned love. By your mastery over the pranic and endocrine system, help regulate my hormones and inner chemistry. Bring balance to my emotions, calm to my nervous system, clarity to my mind, and stability to my moods. Let unnecessary doubts, anxiety, and confusion dissolve into faith. Beloved Hanuman, sever all connections with malevolent spirits, trickster energies, and entities that do not mean well. Escort them back to their rightful realms by divine law, while connecting me with only angels, devas, guides, and benevolent beings of the highest light. As the eternal devotee of Lord Ram and Sita Ji, awaken within me the most healed expression of divine masculine and divine feminine, and also heal my core DNA, my divine father and divine mother energy. Through the grace of Lord Ram and Mother Sita, heal my Ida and Pingla nadis, bringing balance between intuition and action, surrender and strength, heart and will. Teach me to trust divine timing as you did, without ego, impatience, or doubt. Help me release control and rest in faith, knowing that what is meant for me arrives in perfect order, orchestrated by Source. With folded hands and a grateful heart, I surrender to Ram Bhakti flowing through you, O Hanuman. Let gratitude anchor me, love flow effortlessly from Source, and my life become an offering of courage, humility, devotion, and service. In the twin flame journey, separation is never truly about distance. It is about imbalance. At the core of every runner-chaser cycle lies a distortion of the divine masculine and divine feminine, which in yogic science corresponds to Ida and Pingla nadis. When these two currents of consciousness, receptive and active, intuitive and rational, emotional and logical, are not in harmony, the soul experiences fragmentation. This fragmentation manifests as separation wounds, abandonment fears, self-doubt, and energetic disconnection, even when two souls are divinely bonded. Unconditional love is not passive. It's the strongest force in the universe. True divine masculine energy holds, protects, commits, and anchors. True divine feminine energy trusts, flows, feels, and receives. When either is wounded, distorted patterns arise. A distorted masculine becomes emotionally unavailable, avoidant, or controlling. A distorted feminine becomes anxious, overgiving, or self-abandoning. These distortions fuel the runner-chaser dynamic, where one flees intimacy while the other pursues it. Both are trapped in subconscious survival programming rather than soul-level truth. This emotional and energetic imbalance directly affects the endocrine system, the body's hormonal command center. The glands, pituitary, thyroid, adrenals, pineal, and reproductive organs are deeply sensitive to stress, fear, rejection, and chronic emotional conflict, which again comes from the imbalances that a child faces during childhood while growing up when they are raised by distorted masculine and feminine energies. This type of emotional conflict it's usually creating problems in nervous system where a person is constantly in fight or flight mode due to doubt, insecurity, unexpressed grief, or wrongly expressed emotions or fear of loss. The body begins to overproduce or underproduce vital hormones. This creates fatigue, mood swings, anxiety, sexual imbalance, lack of motivation, and eventually depression. The soul is calling for union, but the body is stuck in survival because both partners mirror one another. In the twin flame connections, this becomes amplified. One person's suppression of truth, love, or vulnerability is felt by other as pain, confusion, or longing. This energetic feedback loop keeps both in suffering until inner healing is chosen. Ida and Pingala imbalance keeps the heart split between wanting and fearing love at the same time. And let me tell you one thing, and this is something I've said it many times before as well, that even if one person does proper inner work, they can change everything. They can change the game. Ascension begins when unconditional love and strength are restored within. Love heals the wounded feminine, strength stabilizes the wounded masculine. As fear dissolves, the endocrine system recalibrates. The nervous system relaxes, hormones come back into harmony. Emotional clarity returns. The runner no longer needs to escape and the chaser no longer needs to beg for love. When Ida and Pingala merge, the twin flames stop seeking externally and begins anchoring divine union internally. This is where separation ends, not because someone returns, but because wholeness is restored. And from wholeness, love flows without fear, without doubt, and without conditions. Let me talk about an interesting anecdote from Ramayana. Lord Hanuman becomes the supreme archetype of healed union. When people once questioned his devotion and made fun of his simplicity, Hanuman did something extraordinary. He tore open his chest. Inside his heart, glowing in divine light, sat Lord Ram and Mother Sita, eternally enthroned. He was not trying to prove anything. He was revealing a truth. He never leaves union because union lives inside him. Ram, divine masculine, and Sita, divine feminine, were not outside of him. They were his very consciousness. This is the highest twin flame teaching. When Ida and Pingala merge, when masculine and feminine heal within, the heart becomes the temple of union. The runner stops running and the chaser stops chasing because of this very reason, because this is how the endocrine system stabilizes. Like Hanuman, when Ram and Sita live in your heart, separation dissolves. Not because someone arrives, but because you become whole. So this is where I'm going to close this collective reading and this invocation, this prayer. And I hope that all of you gain from it. I will see you in the next one. One love, peace out, and victory to Ram.